Got 5 days ahead of us, and I think and believe that Power Play Garage will have the coupe in color at least by then. Maybe even with the gold pearl on there. We'll see. But just made some arrangements and put the body on a different cart, so to speak, because I got to roll it safely outside the building, around on the property, which is, I wouldn't call it grass, it's more like weeds, and then so I can get in the spray booth. But first I got to pressure wash the spray booth out, but I'm actually going to wash the coupe first, and the panels from the front fenders again, and the rear quarter section, just to make sure there's no dust on them. So far so good on this whole thing. Hopefully some of you folks got to see the video on the frame being painted, and if you went on my Instagram page or if you follow me on Facebook, you got to see pictures of it. It looks like a brand new frame, and all that nice shiny chrome. She definitely looks great, and I keep looking at it because it looks that good. So I'm going to take you over and show you what I switched out, and then get set up and ready to pressure wash, because I really do need to get that clean and make sure she's dry before I bring it into the spray booth. And then start taping everything off, do everything that's got to be done in order to make that happen. So let me take you on over and show you that. You can see my original stands right there with the furniture moving racks, carts, whatever they are. They're strong and they work for inside the building, worked well, but in the meantime they will not work even with plywood. If I put it down and try to roll it, that wasn't going to happen. So I felt this would be a better situation. I had that cart made already, and actually it stood taller, and that was to hold the cap that was for that red GMC truck. That's right. So that all I did was so that I could reattach if I was to do another cap. I'd easily be able to put the stand part of it on top, put a couple of braces around it, and should be fine. So I made it to where it worked, to where I still was comfortable to be able to, reach around with the spray gun, hit all this real nice and comfortable, and also give me enough clearance from the bottom down to the floor so I can get underneath here really well. So with all that being said, I've definitely verified even for back here, because it's a little bulkier, and but halfway through, no problem. I won't touch the car when I'm spraying, so I'll be able to go right around that really nice. And the cart is pretty strong. Its first little journey is going to be out the front door there. It's got an 1.5-inch lip, but I'm going to put a piece of plywood that I have, and I'm going to lay it there so it's half that, so it doesn't do that, on that drop. And they're 8-inch wheels. The back ones are solid. They're wide, like 3 inches. The front ones they got, I think, tubes in them, maybe tubeless, I'm not sure, and they're about 3 inches wide. And I might still put plywood. I'm going to see how it rolls through this first part. If it does well, I'm going to leave it alone and not use the plywood on the base, and just keep tracking it till I get there, and just go from there. So I got a lot to tape off. I got to make sure that the inside of this cabin doesn't, get filled with overspray. I got to cover all this stuff up so I can paint the jambs comfortably, do the door jambs themselves very comfortably. And I believe I'm going to be spraying it as you see it. I'm not taking the doors off. The hinges will not come free from the B-pillar. I already tried. It's not happening. I could pop the pins, take the door off, but when it goes to painting the pearl, it's all got to be on there. So I think I think I can definitely make that happen comfortably. You know, hit all this first, come right around, hit it, and let it swing, and then, you know, see what happens. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the ticket. I'll do kind of a practice movement with no paint just to see. I've painted them with the doors on before, bigger doors. So we'll see. I just want it to all flow. I don't want any sort of little edge if I didn't roll it back enough with the tape. I want it to be smooth and clean all the way through, and knowing that there's only two doors and it's small like it is, I think I'll be good. So let me get this thing rolled out, hook up my pressure washer, and go to town on it. Until then, stand by. Well, I'm back, pressure washed. I forgot to mention, today starts another segment of this 33 5-window Dodge Coupe. So I moved it out of the way so I can bring that car in because, whoo, is it hot out here. Another heat advisory, but she's nice and clean. So far, so good on the rolling. Yep. So the next move is I even pressure washed again the two front fenders and the rear quarter section fenders. The other stuff didn't really need to. They've been done before, and before I actually paint them, I will wipe them down with a window cleaner. I'll show you that. I like that stuff. I use it all the time. And I usually go through about a can per vehicle, so I get it at Walmart. No big deal. It's not a lot of money for the client considering how much they're spending, but nevertheless, I'm going to let it dry in the meantime, and when I come back from my lunch, I'm going to pressure wash that spray booth. And when that's done, I'll chime back in, so stand by. I'm back, and these three pieces I just got done pressure washing, and also the spray booth, so it is nice and clean now. Hopefully no dust, dirt. I doubt it. I took the pressure washer right up to the top of this whole thing, all of it, everything. Lights, the fans, the ladder, everything gets pressure washed. And as you can see, the floor is still wet. I just got done sweeping it out, and now I have this open so that it could dry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to good old Home Depot and grab a roll of paper to roll down the floor once it's dry, and then I'm going to be rolling the car in and get it set up, you know. So until that starts to happen, stand by. Okay, I'm back. It's the next day. It's Tuesday, and it's another extremely hot day. And I just set up my second spray booth. It's a small one, kind of cute. But I'm going to show you what's set up in the main spray booth. And it's just, there's a lot of stuff. So I believe I'm going to be bringing the small spray booth in here, because if it's a little breezy or too breezy, it'll move around too much, even though I have it staked down. And it could get pretty hot out there in the sun. So let me show you. And let's just take one step at a time, because I still got to get these two in a booth, these two front fenders, and maybe if there's just enough room, I might be able to take one section of parts out. Hey, we're coming up on the small one I just set up. I don't even know the size. Came with a blower motor. It's an excellent deal. There is the man door. It almost looks like it's outside the outside, maybe 9 feet, 10 feet in width. It's probably got 9 feet high in the center. And it could be, I don't know, 12 feet, maybe 13 feet long. There's another paint job right there. It's going to be going on, some mechanical, but not anytime soon. But here's the open door. And also it's a big door with a man door once it's zipped up. And I got it staked down to catch its size for the first time. So Yeah, I believe I'm going to have to move it indoors because with no air circulating in there, it's too much. So I'm going to have to set a place up for it. Now here comes the main parts. And these parts right here, part of the running boards on this stand here, is what I'm probably going to bring in there. But here's the rest of the car set up. Make sure I clap off my feet. You know I will have to blow it back out. Here's the front grille support, the hood hanging, the trunk deck, the body, and one of the running boards because the other one's over there. All these little parts, plus some more out there, are going to be hung on here, and there'll be enough room. But yeah, that's. I'm hoping I have enough space in there once those two fenders are in there to set these up in there because I still have to bring in the ductwork with the blowers to exhaust it out. Those units there, so I got to make it work with these blowers. So I'm going to clean the spot out right here, get all this stuff out of the way, cover that with a bunch of covers just in case, and go from there. So in the meantime, stand by. All right, it's inside the building, and my measurements, I think, we're pretty close. I think it is 8 foot wide, it's 13 feet long, and it's 8 foot high. I don't even know if it's going to work out for these two fenders in there because I need room to spray. So right now, I guess I'm going to give it a try and see. Actually, I got a fan blowing in here, and holy cow, it is way too hot to even be working. Way too hot. Not fit for a man or beast. No, it's not. Well, let's see here. I can't put it this way. I won't be able to spray either end. So it's going to have to go like this. I can put it at an angle. Because the other piece has to come in here. And maybe I can just use one of these. Maybe. Let's see. And maybe a jack stand. And let me turn it this way. I'm not really sure. Not. I'm going to put a 6x6 in there. Well, yeah, I'm only going to have room to spray these two things. I'm going to add a 4x4 to the side of the 6x6 and see how that works. 4x4s don't work alongside that. I can add 6x6. I just want to get it higher and have it stable. Use that in the middle just for the fun of it. Springing it like this. Just maybe, if I put one of these racks on top of that. Maybe it'll give me more freedom of painting. And in that case, wouldn't have to use the 6x6s. Put it back like this. Take the casters off the bottom. Hang tight. That and that. That and that. Because it's open in between the tubes. You just have to be careful going around. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift them up. I got them, I might as well use them for that purpose. Oh, woo, those are hot, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby, they're hot. That was really brilliant. Once again, not being sponsored by Getting Burnt. Oh yeah, that's good. Alright, so there's a lot of cobwebs and dirt. So I gotta blow that silliness off. Yes. Yes, what a brilliant idea. Now it's on wheels. I can have full function of spraying it by rolling it, and then when I'm done spraying it, roll it out of the way, and then hit the second one. So I guess those extra parts are going to stay in the spray booth, and these are going to stay here. Just like that. So I can do the whole thing at one time, not two different times. So, yeah. Alright, now that you see this cute little thing set up, now you know what I'm dealing with, and hopefully tomorrow will be the day we get to spray. I still have to go in there and paper things off. I'm even going to put some paper around these things here. I don't want to start having them look like they all got paint on them, different colors. Keep it clean. So I really don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to be a while, and it's already 3:15. So basically a couple more hours, and that'll be the end of the day. It is just so bloody hot. So in the meantime, until then, stand by. Okay, well you saw the small spray booth set up with parts in it. Now I have the rest of the parts hanging. And this is how it's going to really go. I think it's comfortable enough. I should be able to get everything all sprayed comfortably and not touch anything. And especially this little part right here. It's all taped off. The yellow that's showing will be yellow again. And I already started taping off the car. Oh, and I have to actually get a piece of wood from underneath that and lift it up a little bit so I can get underneath the edge easier. But for now, I think we're golden. Yep, mirrors are hanging. Brackets are hanging. So this way when I spray, they're actually wired on the bottom and the top, so they don't flop all over the place when the air is hitting them. You have to be careful with this one. I'm probably going to have maybe a piece of wood with a nail at the end of it to hold it when I'm going to spray the other side. Actually, be able to like kind of do this, hook it so that it doesn't blow all over the place. And the same thing with this piece. And the other ones are wired up. And I might have to wire these up too. Yeah, so they don't go anywhere. I'll probably do that next. But I think we're good to go. Tomorrow I'll finish taping everything off. Probably got a couple hours in that. Maybe a little more than that. Get all this covered. But that's okay. So until then, have yourself a good evening and see you tomorrow. Hello, today is Wednesday and it is paint day. And how appropriate. Actually wearing the supplier shirt. I really like the shirt. Be nice if they were in white, especially for here in Florida. And even got their hat on. And so I can have the mic. And once again, not being sponsored. Don't be fooled now. Not being sponsored. So this is all ready. Everything is in the spray booth. It's papered and taped. It's ventilated just like this is ventilated. So I'm going to take you in the spray booth and show you what's happening. I got both exhaust fans going. Staying on strong. There's one filtered vent system, and there is the second one. I believe they'll be out of my way. This place is pretty much lit up like daylight, for sure. The new light up there needs to be a lot higher, considering, but they're working out really well. Everything is covered inside the both sides of the door. Get that right there. And so is the trunk. Covered what I want. And I'm ready. All I got to do is pick up the wire, spray the hinge, place it back down on both sides. That's how I got it rigged up. Air is blowing in nice and full, nice and cold. And zip that up. But as you can tell, fans are going, keep air movement. Everything is ready. So my first thing is going to be a adhesive promoter and then 2 coats of sealer. That's right. And once that's done, I'll chime back in and show you. And we'll go from there. Yeah, it's going to be a busy day, and I know I will not be putting on everything today. I'm going to leave the clear coat for tomorrow and the black lettering that's going on the doors. I got my stencils today. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. And then I'll spray that part in black along with the plexiglass. So tomorrow will be the clear coat. Hopefully today I should be able to have the 2 coats of sealer and then a couple of coats of color, a couple of coats of pearl, and let everything flash and flash overnight so there's no gases trapped. It'll get to breathe. Breathe. That's right. So hang tight. Stand by to the next part. Okay, I'm back. 2 coats of sealer have been put on there, and I'm just a mess. Covered. But even the front fenders, 2 coats. Now I'm going to take you inside. And it is the white sealer. It came out really nice, as you can see. And it actually did need 2 coats. Normally, I usually just run 1, depending on the color and depending on the surface. If it's flat, not all rounded, to where you might end up with runs, and one is enough, but this one requires two. Alright, it's clear enough in here. Turn this vent off. Actually, turn this vent off. It's very bright in here, and there is 2 coats on everything, including the little ones. And before I put the second coat on, I went around and checked everything out. If there was any discrepancies, I took care of it. This way, the second coat would cover it. Yeah. This is working out pretty good with painting the practice basically with the sealer twice on how I'm going to paint it worked out well. So I'm comfortable with the idea, knowing that I really can't take the doors off, because if I pop the pins, then they can just end up getting damaged. And I actually explained to the client, she was here, and they do not come off even from there. And believe me, I tried. Couldn't get them to come loose for nothing. So they had to stay on. But everything covered out really well. Both sides of the hood. Yeehaw. That little thing. There was a run here. I did sand it out, and it's dry. And if I feel anything tomorrow, then I'll just scuff it again before I put the color on. I'm not putting the color on tonight because the sun's going to be going down, and I cannot and will not have bugs come in here, because with all this light, it will attract bugs. See, and I'm already seeing one flying around. It's not going to bother anything because it can't stick to it. It's already been dry. So tomorrow's another day with the color, the pearl, and the clear. Oh, and the black. Certain parts when I will be spraying the name of the car on the doors. So that'll be next. That'll be last before the clear. So actually, being today is Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday, and I put a video out on Thursday morning. I don't know if you can see me. With the background of having a car, the reflective light right there. It's pretty bright. But anyhow, I'm going to end this segment of this video. Tomorrow we'll start another video in the morning, when I come in here and kind of inspect everything, make sure all is well. I used a full gallon and a quart of sealer, all of it. Every bit I ordered is on all the car part panels. There's a lot of parts, a lot. For such a small car, a lot of parts, because it was all taken apart. You know, if I was able to spray it all together, it wouldn't be so bad to be in one spot, but that's not how that's done. So nevertheless, I do appreciate people watching. If you would give me a thumbs up, make a comment, subscribe. It does help, believe it or not. I'm going to keep doing it regardless. So why not just subscribe? There's a lot of people out there watching it. And actually the views I'm getting on them are, some of them are in the thousands. So I really would appreciate if you all did subscribe. It does help, like I said. Don't want to be redundant. But until the next segment, try to get something done. Thanks for watching.